Alright, while we're waiting on the next stage of the special event, 720 degrees, featuring the new McLaren 720S GT3, let's check into the new motorsports category. That is, of course, the GT3, which features the said car that I was just mentioning. But in this series, since 2020 season is locked, since I don't own either of the cars yet, let's take a stab at the Exhibition series, GT3 Exhibition, which features the other GT3 car, Porsche 911 GT3 R. And obviously, you don't need to own this car. As you can see here, take a test ride in a GT3 car. And the car in this series is on loan, so there's no PR requirement in Exhibition series. It's pretty short, and there's, I believe, just the 6 tiers. Right, each tier on different venue, and the payout is pretty modest as well. It's just 15,000 motorsport dollars in this case, versus the other, some older legacy motorsports categories have payout in gold, 10 gold typically. And of course, now the Formula E is an exception to that rule, since they've converted that legacy series as the first one to convert over to using motorsport dollars as opposed to the old gold and racing dollars. I think it's a little still mixed. I raced a few and I noticed some are still paying out in racing dollars instead of motorsport dollars. So yeah, but they definitely took away the gold rewards. So I might do a separate video on that series. But for this one, yeah, just the 15,000 motorsport dollar completion, 400% completion reward. 50% is worth a third of that, so 5,000. So as I said, pretty modest payout. It's not a whole lot that they're gonna give you, but it's a free series, so can't complain too much. No PR requirement. You don't even need to own the car. So yeah, good way to kind of check it out. Check out the car you don't have, right? Anyway, so speaking of 6 venues, first one's going to be at Suzuka. Second one's going to be at Bathurst, so that's Mount Panorama. And Tier 3, 50% completion will be taking place at Circuit of the Americas. And Tier 4 at Silverstone, Tier 7 at Daytona, and finally the last showdown for the GT3 exhibition takes place at Spa. So yeah, here, let's check into autocross at Suzuka Grand Prix. All right, so Porsche 911 GT3 R, which is gonna be the race day car. So considering the event is still a couple of weeks away, obviously no one should own this car yet unless you're hacking it. But you can get started on upgrading car if you really want to get a head start on that race day event. But in my case, since I'm still on the fairly early stages of the special event to win the McLaren, I am saving my motorsport dollars and not, wasting it on this car, at least not yet. Yep, another 4 category motorsport car with the 26 upgrades, I thought so. Yeah, so kind of identical to the other GT3 McLaren, right? Customization, what do we have? Do we have any? No, just a single official livery, and that's all we get. Maybe in the future release, they'll give us some variety, but it's gonna have to be just a single official livery with no ability to change or customize. So they could have just as easily grayed out that customize button, but oh well. And the service, motorsport category, well, the ones that use motorsport dollars, the service is free, but it still does take 3 hours unless you VIP this car. All right, so base PR is 65.3, and yeah, let's check it out. Take it out for a spin here. And what kind of target time do we have? 45 seconds and change. Alright, so Suzuka Grand Prix Autocross is ending right after the hairpin. Right. With almost 2 whole seconds as a margin of victory, and payout for that win is gonna be 4,750 motorsport dollars. Ah yes, and the series completion reward, like the 5,000 motorsport dollars towards the for the 50% completion, and another 10,000 for the 100% completion. Those don't count against your daily limit. So that is kind of a one nice thing about those extra payout. Anyway, looks like this series, although we can only drive the Porsche, we will have some McLarens thrown in the mix for fun. So that's good. Well, that took out maybe 2.5 service bars, almost 3. And there it is, finally. Gold trophy number 1. So 1 down, 17 more to go, right? Okay, up next we got elimination. And I think it says Suzuka East, right? Yeah. So we're gonna take a ride on some variety of track formations here as well. And look at that, got some McLarens in there with a variety of colors. That's fun to see. And here we go. doing a totally unnecessary stunt there. Still managed to snatch another win though. Alright, so hopefully that minimized the amount of service bars that race took out. Anyway, let's collect the reward, 11,800 motorsport dollars for that one. Alright. That did take out a good chunk of service bars though still. Maybe it wasn't worth it. And there's that. Gold trophy number 2. And to wrap up, this is very glitchy today. To wrap up this video, let's do the Cup at Suzuka Grand Prix. And it's gonna be 2 laps. And since you know, these motorsports payout events, we cannot hire Eric to, you know, keep the service bars from being used, right? Anyway, there we go, 2 laps around. waffle donuts. Anyway, since that's gonna put the car in red regardless, right? Let's see, 2 laps pays out about 20,000. So the motorsport dollar payout is kind of comparable, I feel like, to the Formula One payout. So about 10,000 per lap. All right, that's good to know. And of course, Suzuka being a little bit longer does pay out slightly higher than just the 10, or like 11, right? All right, so now that does put the car solidly in red, yeah. Well, I wonder if I'll be able to continue on the next tier, which is going to be at Bathurst, Mount Panorama, unserviced. Well, I guess we'll find out. But that'll have to wait till the next video. So stay tuned, and we'll return at Bathurst. Take care.